Hello, hi, what's up everyone? It's me, Kiran, your favorite booktuber, and it's my birthday month. Who doesn't love their birthday month? And I actually happen to have a little book haul to correlate with it. So if you don't know, but I'm sure you do because I've kind of mentioned it quite a bit, I spent most of my summer in India, and as I'm not often there and I wasn't a booktuber the last time I was in India, I went out to the bookstores and I collected a few things. I was really intentional with the books that I bought because I wanted to read more South Asian lit. There's obviously is something that I do have some awareness with, but I know that there's definitely some holes and gaps in my knowledge about South Asian lit. So that's what I was looking for. However, there are two books that I got that don't fit into that little category, but let's dive into it. Actually, before we get there, shout out Virgos and Virgo season. If you happen to have your birthday in September, let me know in the comments, and I hope you had a great birthday. Anyways, now we're gonna jump right into it. So the first book that I got, actually it's not the first book that I got, it's the first one that I'm showing you guys. This is Wide Sargasso Sea by Rhys. So this was recommended to me by someone in my comments whose last name I'm forgetting, but I believe their name is Paul. If that's not your name, I'm so sorry. And if you're watching this video, I know your icon. The name is escaping me. I'm a more visual person. What can I say? So if you don't know, this is Rhys's novel that she wrote, I think, in her 80s, 90s, that kind of brought her the critical acclaim that she had been missing for most of her life. But this is where she is writing a novel that is taking us before Jane Eyre, kind of looking at what made it possible for Jane Eyre to occur. Then I got Great Expectations by Kathy Acker. So Kathy Acker's been on my radar for quite a while. She is an author whose work is very, I want to use the word revolutionary, that's the word that's coming to mind, but very progressive and out there and intense, I would also say, at the same time. So Great Expectations is about New York City in the 1980s, and it's very visceral and intense. It's actually quite short, so maybe I should try to read it this month. Excited about this one, but at the same time, I'm excited about all of these books. Next up, let's talk about The Bride. So this book was first published in 1930 and has just been translated into English. It's the story of a girl and a guy who get married. It's an arranged marriage, and I believe that the husband finds out that his new wife can't even read, and these two are at odds with each other. I don't really know what the tension is and where this book is going to go, but at the same time it is also kind of short. So this book I got is The Last Courtesan, writing my mother's memoir. So this author is writing his mother's memoir, and I find it so interesting how the South Asian film industry, the origins of that come from the courtesan tradition. It was those women who were trained in dancing and singing languages, that they were the ones who became the first actresses. And I think this, though I don't know if this does have an element of Bombay in there. I'm interested to see and hear this firsthand account of that life and what it means to then, be in this career path that is quite unusual. Yeah, let's leave it at that. So then the rest of these books are more so what I would say modern classics. I don't even need to say that. It's how they're categorized by Penguin. But a lot of these, from what I know, just top level, high level, are kind of looking at colonization, and it's a united India, but still under the yoke of colonialism. So a lot of themes about village life, but also nation building. Seems like that's what these books are about, and it's just going to be very interesting to go back in time to that mindset when I'm reading these books. So this first book is called 6 Acres and a Third, and it goes back to village life in 1830s Orissa, and we're looking at provides a unique view from below of Indian village life under colonial rule. Next up, this is Selected Satire, 50 Years of Ignorance. So this book I think will be somewhat challenging to read because it does seem like it's very satirical, but also it is looking at, there's a lot of social and cultural critique that is occurring that I might not have access to, but I am intrigued by this. I don't know if these are essays or short stories? No, I think these are short stories. This one I am very, very, very intrigued by. This is a story of 1929 North Kolkata. It's a story of a husband and a wife, their family, and it seems like it's very much so looking at like the squabbles that occur in very tight, constrained living conditions. So we have bickering about bathrooms and budgets, family trips to the zoo and the movies, a visit from a distant relative, and late night visitors to the upstairs bedroom. I think that this one's gonna be a riot. Next up, let's talk about Tagore's Home in the World. Okay, so this is looking at 1905, partition, Bengal. We're looking at one woman's struggle for emancipation in pre-modern India and a telling tale of nationalism. So kind of different in tone than a few of the other ones because we would be looking at that like moment of independence. Then we've got Yadav's Strangers on the Roof. Very like pretty colors in this cover. A man and a wife are married and the man did not want to get into this marriage, so they do not speak to each other for a year. It's interesting to see that marriage is a very prevalent theme in these books that I've already picked up. Let's see if they come up again. This one is Tomorrow is One More Day. Also very slim. So we're looking at the violent underworld found within a small little town in Tamil Nadu. I don't really know a lot about this one, but it does seem like our main character is very unlikable. He also happens to be a pimp and an all-around fix-it man. I don't know what that means. Okay, so this one is called Ha Ha Hoo Hoo, which tells a story of a mysterious creature shows up in a square in London and just gotta figure out what's going on. What does this mean? Why is it here? And I think this has a lot of humor. This final book that I got is called Of the Forest. 1939, famous Bengali story of a man who gets a job working within or around a forest and ends up falling in love with this natural landscape. So I think that this one in tone is very different from everything else, much more reflective of nature. It seems like some of these other books that I got are very much so progressive in their look at the underbelly of society and, you know, fringe characters. So yeah, lots of reading, so little time. Did you guys get any good books if you happen to be a Virgo or a Libra, because Libra season also starts end of September? So yeah, quick little haul. I'm really excited for these books and I hope everything is well. Hope your affairs are in order. Okay, talk soon.